Good afternoon. According to this, there's actually nobody here, although I see David Atkins just made a comment. So I don't know if David's here or Lynn's here, but I'm going to go on a little walk today and maybe see where we're going to head. If there's anybody here, let me know in the chat. But otherwise, I'll just keep talking to myself because, I'm in New York City and people talk to themselves all the time in New York City. That's just the way we do things. Hey, Nathan DeLay, welcome. Norman Rowe, hey, you're early. Hi, Heath. Hi in chat. Yeah, I don't know if I'm early. I mean, what is it? It's 2:00 on Tuesday, so I guess I'm early for Friday. But so the idea is I'm doing this health challenge, and part of the health challenge is that I'm gonna do some walks, and I thought that maybe I'd take people along on the walks with me if people find it interesting. And right now, you're looking behind me so that you can see me blabbering, but I think at some point I may flip it around so that you can see what's in front of me instead of behind me. And if I set this up correctly, the link will hopefully pop up so that people can join as well. And maybe people will even join and go on their own walk. But we'll see. I see Ben got you Junctions here. I saw Ethan Armitage popping in. I can only see one chat message at a time. So if I miss your chat message and you think it was important, you'll need to type it in again because I'm doing this on my iPhone screen, and my iPhone screen is so small that all it shows is the one. James says if I joined and went on a walk, I could not make it very far. Well, and I only have about an hour and a half, so I'm not sure what where that's going to take me at this point. But yeah, I'm actually walking on top of. Hey, Dr. Elo, what's going on? I'm actually walking on top of train tracks right now. This is the on top of Flow and then up onto Montreal. So yeah, I people are talking about the temperature. I tried to get out earlier today. It didn't quite go as planned. It's supposed to be really hot today, but it's still a little bit cool under the trees. So I'm kind of sticking around. I walk 8 miles every Saturday. Today is lawn mowing. Yeah, you can walk pretty far lawn mowing actually, even with a small yard because you're going back and forth so many times. But yeah, this is New York City. This is where I like to walk around in New York City. I'm if people find these interesting, I may do a couple of these, and this one I'll do in the park. I think I'm going to exit the park up by Grant's Tomb. We can walk by Grant's Tomb and then head up to 125th if I make it that far. So this will be a little bit in the park, a little bit out of the park. Lynn says it's a lot nicer than I expected. Funny you say that, Lynn. My girlfriend's from California, and one of the things she keeps talking about lately is how it's so green. Like she's been just remarking about how everything is so green because in California everything's brown, and it's very different. I don't know if lush is the right word, but it's like everything's green. Like it's just kind of the way it is. There's big trees, and it's nice. But this is the New York City I know. I think someone just said that they visited New York City, and when you visit, you kind of see Times Square, and you see the tourist centers. But this is my New York. So everything is much greener outside of the concrete jungle. Well, I'm in the concrete jungle, and It's pretty green. So I was talking about the train earlier. I'm just going to tilt this down. So right here is a vent. So the Amtrak train actually runs under there, and I probably won't be able to see the tracks, but yeah, this is I'm walking on a train bridge. Bridge? I'm walking over the train. I don't know if that's, is that a bridge? I don't know what that's called. Tunnel? I'm on top of the tunnel, I guess you could say. I understand what you mean, Heath, because my dad's from Iowa and I'm from Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's beautiful over here. Norman says that's where the underground zombies are. It is true. There have been videos and stuff about the mole people, which are kind of the people that live down there. They've cleared a lot of that out, is my understanding. There aren't the amount of people living down there that there aren't the amount of people living down there that used to live down there, but there are definitely still a lot of people there. Nathan, I don't think I saw that Flying Scotsman video yet, but I'm so far behind on watching videos. I got so many videos saved that I need to watch that I just, I haven't gotten to yet. But yeah. So I don't know if people would rather see me walking or if people would want to see the front view. So I'll let you guys vote on that if you want to see me or if you want to see the front view. Jason, no, I am not power walking. I am just regular walking. But it's so hot out, and I just realized I forgot to bring water with me. That was kind of dumb. So I don't have any water, and this could be interesting. Got no water, no money. I don't have my easy pass, so if I get stranded, I'm gonna have to walk back. So we'll see what happens. Ken N, this is Riverside Park. So this is on what is it on? The west side of Manhattan. And there's the West Side Highway is just off to that side over there. And maybe when we get up here, I'll show you the West Side Highway. But yeah, this is Riverside Park. I'm at maybe, I guess I'm at 112th Street or so. Jason is doing a spin class. Jason, you got some stiff competition. I don't know if people have been following along or not, but participant number 4 is just rocking it, and I think it's participant number 7, I think it is, although I haven't updated his yet. But yeah, I mean, there are some people that are they're just doing great with the health challenge already. So Jason's gonna have to definitely step up his game if he wants to win anything. So Jason's, I guess you're on lunch eating chili cheese. I don't know what the heck you're eating. But yeah, so this is Riverside Park in New York City. This is kind of my neighborhood. This is, where I enjoy walking. It's where I hang out with the dog, where the girlfriend and I hang out. It's a nice place. I just Googled Riverside Park looking for Heath. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the live view or not, but this is Riverside Park. Maybe there'll be a sign when I leave to prove it to people that this is Riverside Park. I actually really like at night these light posts, these street posts light up, and when you just look down the whole, walkways and stuff, it just looks really awesome. So that's this park's really beautiful at night as well. Technically, the park is closed from 1 p.m. No, not 1 p.m. 1 a.m. to I think 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or something. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a park. There's no lock. There's no lock on it. So let's walk over here. I'm going to flip the camera around and maybe I can show you. I keep going in and out. I'm actually curious how the signal is. I'm walking in the park. I can't see the quality of my signal. It doesn't tell me, so I honestly don't know how it's going. So I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. So let's switch cameras. And there we go. That's the other view. You mean you would walk in Manhattan in secluded locations at night? Yeah, it's really safe. I mean, this city, as far as big cities go, I feel very safe. There's people out and about all the time in this city. But there's the West Side Highway. Just past the West Side Highway is what's called the Greenway, the Hudson Greenway, which is like a bicycle path that I don't see anybody on right now. And then just beyond that is the Hudson River. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I want to go up there, that way, and I can't see a darn thing because the sun is creating a situation where I can't read the comments at all. So if you're making amazing comments, you may need to post them again. So when we get up to this hill, I thought I don't see them, but they've been bringing goats into this area to eat the grass. So instead of mowing the grass, they just bring out the goats. And I thought the goats would have been around here, but maybe the goats aren't around here. I imagine this view's a little better now that I'm not in it, because, you know, it's probably better not having to look at me. But yeah, this is so we're still in Riverside Park. We're heading kind of up out of the park. But Lynn McCurdy, that was so nice of you. What did Lynn do? I don't know, Lynn. Yeah, I wonder if maybe they just bring the goats up on the weekends. I don't know where the goats are. I'm very confused. As some people would tell you, the state of confusion is my usual state. Yeah, it's really hot and muggy out, so that's why there aren't a lot of people out, and probably a lot of people are actually working, which unfortunately I'm not right at this moment. This is called Forever Wild. This is a nice little path as well. I'm not going to go down it today, but it's I think it's a little nature path. It's kind of cool to walk down. But we're gonna head back. We're heading over towards Grant's tomb because I hear people want to. Oh, Lynn got his wife flowers. Good job, Lynn. Good job. So I'm just curious, how is the quality of the video? Like, I'm using the. I mean, don't go there. Creepy in there. It's funny you say that. There are actually homeless people sometimes that live back there, and you usually see them hanging out back there, but they're pretty harmless usually. I'm actually a little bit out of breath. You're going down now. You're not on a leash. Is Kiki with you? I just got on. No. So Kiki had surgery today at 11 a.m., which was 3 hours ago. She went into surgery, and she got out of surgery at noon. They removed one mast cell tumor on her tail, bump on her leg, and she came out of surgery okay. And I'm gonna go pick her up at about 4 o'clock in about an hour and 45 minutes. So This is a Heath only walk. Hello, Kyle Stevens. How you doing? I'm out of breath from walking up that hill, and that was a very big hill. Oh, Nathan.
Hi, Heath.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
I'm on my phone, so I apologize if you were there for a little while and I didn't notice you.
Oh,
It's a little
that's
hard to tell when people join, but so you gonna go out for a walk too?
uh, I'm hoping so soon. I guess I'm on my laptop.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm on a phone, and it's pretty. It's a pretty good sort of situation. Sparky, what do you mean this is a call-in show? Surprise, surprise. This is a join me in a walk. So, this is sort of health challenge motivation, I guess. Hopefully someone's going to come motivate me. But we'll see. ECJ, what's happening? Yeah, so here's another entrance to that little Forever Wild section here on my left. We've got trucks behind us and trucks in front of us. There's a lot of people that work on this park, keeping it looking the way it is. But yeah, like off to this left is a little nature area that's not as groomed as where I'm walking now.
Heath, there's a
Is someone talking to you, Nathan, in the background?
Oh, yes, I didn't realize at first.
No, all good. Hey, Manny. Sparky, you want to call in and go for a walk while you're at work? Get off site and walk? Because obviously you can't video on site. But what did Ding Ding say? I'm pretending to walk. I'm getting winded. Yeah, well. So what's neat too is I don't know if you can make it out, but it's almost like a little like turret, little like outcropping, and they've got those kind of all over, and I don't really know why. I guess it's just a little, park. Oh, goats at work. Do not enter. So apparently the goats are up here somewhere. I don't know where the goats are though.
Yeah, they say that.
Are they in there today?
No, they will be here up to November.
I don't see them though.
Yeah.
Is it like a zoo?
No, they brought goats in just to eat the grass. So,
At least they're almost like lawnmowers.
Hi Heath, just dropping in for a second. I'm still at work. Hey Chris. Yeah, lighting and hydro yard. Yeah, Sparky, you'd have to get off site. Fred's just dropping in for a second. Let's see Sparky saying hello, everybody. I'm kind of amazed this is working at all. Hey, Sydney. So if anybody's wondering, this is Sydney's bad idea. Watching Heath get exercise. Look at that guy jog up the stairs. He was jogging down the stairs. I was walking up the stairs. But yeah, look, here we go. They're back. We put the goat in Gotham. So I guess that's the fence where they let the goats in. Goats at work. Do not enter. Do not feed or pet the goats. Yeah, and this is what we do in New York to hide things. I don't know exactly what they're hiding in there, but that's some little something. The point is, we should all be walking and talking or chatting. So, Sydney, jump on, grab your iPhone or your Android or whatever you use, and come join us. The link should be in the chat somewhere. Well, I'm guessing Nathan's here, so I guess the link did show up at some point in the chat. Let's go up here. So, we're now, where are we? I think like 123rd or something. This is Riverside Church. Right here. You can see if we tilt up. It's Riverside Church. And then off to the left over here is Grant's Tomb. And I'm going to try not to get hit by cars. And I'm going to try and cross the street and we'll go over towards Grant's Tomb. I don't know if it's open or not. I'm standing and modeling. Does that count? Sure, James, why not? We'll pretend it counts. In March, they actually do a cycling race here. You go around Riverside Church and then down around the Grant Memorial. It looks like it's closed. It's all fenced off, so I guess we won't get to go in, but Norman wants to know who's buried in Grant's tomb. That is a very good question. Yeah, I showed one of the events earlier. So we're no longer, well, we're still kind of over the train, but we're not really over the train right now. I'm actually going to go walk down a hill so that we can come back around and pick up the train. Pick up the train on another side. So, Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
Howdy.
So you're out walking.
Well, I just finished a couple hours worth of yard work, so I put my time in.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm sitting right now. But hey, yeah, walk and talk. Great idea. Everybody, get up and move a little, even if it's walking around your layout room while you're modeling. Just the idea is to get up off your ass, right, Heath?
Absolutely, and I thought this was actually a good suggestion that you had.
Awesome.
And
glad to see you're doing it.
What's interesting too is that there was an article recently about a guy who literally quit his job as an accountant, and this is all he does is he walks around New York City with a camera, and that's like his job now.
That's awesome. I was just thinking how awesome it is to get to see all the stuff where you live. I'm like, yay. It's like going on a mini vacation.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fun. And I'm trying to make it a little train related in that, like, I'm walking to a location where we'll see train tracks. Whether we actually catch the train going by is a whole nother story. But we'll definitely see some train tracks.
Yeah, working some rail planning.
Yeah, trying to keep it a little train related just because this is a train channel.
Well, you can always just be chatting about modeling stuff or trains or whatever while everybody's walking and talking, or yard work and talking, or whatever it is we're doing, moving and talking, right?
I'm having a hard time not just hyperventilating from walking and talking. To actually talk about something that requires concentration might be really hard.
Well, it's a little harder because you're working a camera, so yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
But I encourage people to go walking with friends because you get great ideas when you're talking, and your brain just starts working a lot better. And when you have a friend with you, it doesn't really feel like work.
Yeah, and I've actually just met, so Andy Estep is somebody that I know's in the area. And we actually went to Governor's Island and walked around and talked about where we could set up model trains on Governor's Island. So
That's
we
cool.
might go back. We might go back and do that walk again. But yeah, I mean, if anybody's in New York City and wants to go for a walk, let me know.
Heath is available.
I'm available.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, people are talking about walking in New York City, and it's like this is definitely a walking city. This is
Yeah.
not a, I mean, yes, there's subways, there's buses and stuff, but like a lot of stuff is so close that you can just walk there
sure, not
without too
like
much issue.
yeah, not like San Jose, California, where I live, which is not so much a walking city.
Yeah. Well, so when you guys do go walking, though, like I'm guessing you probably get in the car and drive somewhere and then walk from there.
Well, we're really lucky. We live pretty close to some hills where there are trails, so it's a park with trails. So we just, 5 minutes walk from our house, and we hit the trail. So we're lucky
That's
for
awesome.
that. So yeah. California,
Yeah,
we have a
that's really
ton of
awesome.
trails everywhere, so there's no shortage of cool new places to go hike, even if you have to drive a little bit. So we're pretty lucky in that regard. The cities may not be especially pedestrian friendly, but boy, we have a lot of trails and parks, so it's great.
Yeah, and we actually do as well. I mean, one of these sort of walks, I'll go over to Central Park and I can go into what's called the Rambles, and it's just what it sounds like. It's these rambling trails through the wooded section of Central Park.
That's cool.
David's saying that his trails are closed due to forest fires.
Yeah. Depends on where you are in California, because we are definitely in fire season. So
yeah, James was talking.
We again are lucky that we don't have some fires near us right now. So we're enjoying that. Feeling bad for everybody else, but yeah.
James was talking about possibly getting some lightning this week that he was concerned about with the fires, and that's.
Yep, we're.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
Yeah, especially after
Before
they were
you got here.
Go ahead.
Before you got here, we were talking about how green everything is in the Northeast compared to like my girlfriend's from California.
Yeah.
And she talks about how everything's kind of brown there. So
right.
We definitely have more, or at least now we have more moisture.
Yeah, we kind of forget out here in California, unless we travel somewhere. You go somewhere and it's so lush and green, and even like I can taste the water in the air. It's like, oh man, I forget what that's like. It's so dry here. Yeah.
Yeah, it is muggy today though. I mean, it's usually the sky is like nice and clear and whatnot. Today it's kind of just this sort of yuckiness. But
yeah.
So we're gonna take. If I can remember which way to move the camera, we're gonna take these stairs. Are we gonna take these stairs? No, we're gonna take the next set of stairs. We're gonna go over these stairs here, and theoretically, if I've done this correctly, when we go down these stairs, we should be able to look to our left, and we'll see where the Amtrak trains exit the Freedom Tunnel, which was the tunnel that I was walking over.
Put my glasses on for this. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's pretty wooded right now, so I don't know. I don't know how well we'll be able to see through everything, but let's see.
Oh darn! Everything's so lush and green. Oh darn!
I know, isn't it?
Shut up.
It's funny. Tim's saying he would never live in the city, but it's like I look around and all I see are like these, just like, there's just pretty flowers and all kinds of stuff everywhere. It's like,
it's a different vibe. I mean, I can get I grew up in Kansas, so I understand living out from cities somewhat. So I get it. But
I didn't know you grew up in Kansas.
Yeah.
So I don't really know exactly where I'm going at this point. I'm just sort of wandering.
Hey, we all get to join you in getting lost. How fun!
Yeah.
Dial 911, quick! No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Who is this on the screen as well? I came in late, so I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
Nathan DeLay.
Oh, Nathan. Okay. Hi, Nathan.
hi. I
Oh,
was I forget what the place is called, but there's like a kind of like a railroad that you can pedal bikes on the railroad tracks. Like that's what the business is, and basically, uh, I wonder, you heard of the place?
yeah, the Hudson Greenway, which so I don't you can't. So there are railroad tracks about at the center of where the camera is right now, but you can't see them. But on the other side of the highway, which you might be able to see cars going by, is the Hudson Greenway path, and that actually connects up with the rail trail, where you can ride it all the way up to like the Croton Reservoir, which is where in New York City we get our water from.
Nice.
Wait, who's saying that? Steve 87. Of course, it's Steve. Steve's saying if he wants a real exercise, go to the bad part of town and run away from people.
We don't recommend that.
Would be running away from me.
Yeah. Be like, can I put you on camera, sir?
But yeah, so
No.
So we'll go down these steps. Yeah. Oh, it's actually funny. So as I was walking here, some guy thought it would be really funny. He was basically giving the middle finger, but like holding it up against his shirt, like as if I wouldn't see, thinking like he's like so cool, like getting himself on camera, giving the middle finger.
Like that would
And
bother
I just
you.
think it's so funny when people do that. I know. I'm just kind of like, I don't. Yeah.
Say, okay,
like, the camera's not even
10-year-old
on.
boy. Okay, have your fun. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, nice.
This is
Wait,
really
what's that
cool
structure? What's that structure on there that you're looking at? Bridgey thing. What is that?
So that is Riverside Drive. So what we were walking on when people were commenting about me playing Frogger is called Riverside Drive. If I would have stayed on Riverside Drive, I would have been up on top of that now walking.
Wow.
So it's a roadway. Uh-oh. Hold on. I missed it.
Oh, was it gonna be a train?
Oh, did
Whoa,
you see it?
tartar sauce.
Did you see it?
Uh,
I think we
vaguely.
missed it. I heard it, but so that bridge. Of course, now the bus is in the way. The bridge right here, an Amtrak train just rode over. So you exit the tunnel I was walking on top of. You come out on this bridge, and then this bridge goes past all these buildings. And it used to be, that the train would basically feed a lot of these buildings. And if I was with somebody that knew New York history better than I do, they could probably tell you exactly what used to actually get dropped off at these buildings from the train.
Intriguing.
Hey, can you see the train from the elevated roadway?
If I was up there walking and looking down, I probably could.
Yeah,
if
so you
I
could
go-
rail fan from up there.
There's actually a video of me rail fanning. I think it's like the Amtrak 611, I think it is, that I caught or something like that. And I actually caught that on that road just up a little bit further north. So, yeah. This is Dinosaur Barbecue. I don't know if people have heard of the famous Dinosaur Barbecue. And Scale Cole, I'm in Manhattan. I'm in Manhattan, New York.
I'm the type of
and
guy
this-
who's in the barbecue.
This is all new Columbia University buildings, basically.
That's cool. Hey, Heath, I wanted to make sure that I jumped on. I have to go because I haven't had anything to drink and I'm terribly thirsty. So, but this is so cool. So I'm going to keep an eye and try and join you whenever you do this. So awesome. 2 thumbs
I'm gonna
up.
try and do it more. We'll see. We'll see if I keep it going. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try.
Awesome. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you later. Yeah. Yeah, Tim, 99% of the walk signs work. Now, if you mean work as in people do not walk when they see the signs, not so much. I mean, we just kind of walk wherever the hell we want to walk. But, I mean, everything works. Traffic lights work. Like, New York is a well-kept, well-put-together city. So there again is there's the trains, and then the cars you can see just behind them. The cars are on what's called, what the heck is it called? Now I'm blanking. West Side Drive? West? I don't know. But I still think this is like, there are a lot of movies that are shot under this, actually.
That's
And
intriguing.
one day maybe I should look up what all the different movies are. But yeah.
Or I guess to be on topic, is there a movie museum like props and stuff?
There are some movie museums. There is the Museum of Moving Image over in Long Island City, which is over in Queens. But there aren't really any around here. But yeah, these are some old. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Oh, turned too fast. So I don't know if you can make it out, and unfortunately I can't zoom. But this building right here is the old Studebaker factory, and right here in this corner, that's a Studebaker logo still on the side of the building.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe, unfortunately, I think the next train is probably going to come in an hour, and I don't really have an hour to wait. So I don't know if I'll be able to catch the next train or not. But I thought we'd just walk up to where you can get closer to the train tracks, and then we'll head back the other way.
Heath, is there any New Jersey transit trains that go in New York, or not really?
No, New Jersey Transit stops on the other side of the route. Wait, is that true? No, yes. New Jersey Transit comes into Penn Station. They don't come up this way, though. So, again, you can see how this, if I get closer, you can see how there's, a spot here where they kind of would load and unload, train cars and stuff. This is the, that's the train goes right there, past all these buildings and stuff.
At least,
Thanks for coming, Sparky. See you next time. Here's another little riverside park that they made. It's a really a nice sort of new area that they built out. And yeah. All right, so we are now under the West Side Highway, which is the kind of the car highway. Yeah, so like this guy biking here, he can follow this path all the way north and hit the Hudson Rail Trail and go all the way up to the Croton Reservoir. You just keep going north. So it's pretty awesome.
There's a modeler, like not a train modeler, but she makes dioramas. I forget her name, but of what New York City would look like if it was if the end of the world type of thing.
Yeah. There's a movie about that too. A pipe and foundry company. Well, if anybody needs pipe, they got it for sale here. But there we just walked. Let's see. You can't really see. I'm too close, but we'll keep going around. But you can see how the train, is just right up against those buildings, right there. So.
I think it's interesting of how some of the random stuff and buildings and stuff some of them have have graffiti, some of them have covered over. It makes it kind of interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And some are like renovated. Like this is a restaurant that was renovated within the last 10 years, I guess, or whatever. Oh, here we go. There is a railroad related sign. Let's see if I can
Wow.
show a little better. So this is, or used to be, or I guess it still is, I don't know, the New York City Railroad Company Electric Power Substation number 11.
Intriguing.
So there you have it. Train related. Keeping it relevant.
Yeah.
Heath, you're wearing that new cologne, Essence of Skunk. No one around you. Yeah, I don't know where people are these days. It's kind of interesting that nobody's here. All right, so there were probably about 100 movies. I don't know about 100, but there were a lot of movies shot right here in this little alley.
Ooh. Nice.
So this is still under all of this. You know, if you look down here, it's still under all this stuff, and then it's just this. It's this little alley, and because it's a dead end alley, you know, film crews and stuff will rent it out when they need that sort of space. But here, you know, again, here you go. Oh, look at that! I
Oh.
didn't know this sign existed either. You see that sign?
Ooh, that's another intriguing one.
See you later, Bernard. New York City Railroad Substation number 11. That's, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, so we're gonna go to where we'll come out right. We'll walk up to next to right where the train passes by, and then I'll turn around and go back. But there's the train track again with the cars behind them.
I guess this might be a weird question, Heath, but have you seen any graffiti that's done very well in an artist's way?
Yeah, I'll answer that 1 second. So you can see right here too, that building is so close to the railroad tracks right there. So there used to be this place called 5 Points in Long Island City, and it was an abandoned warehouse that graffiti artists somehow kind of sort of got permission to do graffiti in it. And it was some amazing graffiti. Unfortunately, whoever owned it at some point sold it to this developer, and of course the developer wanted to develop, so they tore it all down.
Ooh.
So there's not a lot of really good graffiti anymore in New York City. I think that's kind of unfortunately it's kind of a thing of the past.
Oh, that's
that graffiti. But yeah, I mean, you know, now you just get this kind of BS graffiti, which you know, I get that it's somebody's tag, but it's not like when I first came to the city in '91, they were still graffitiing subway cars, and the graffiti on the subway cars was just like gorgeous, like real like art, and that kind of all went away. But yeah, okay. So as you see, the road's gonna start going up here, and the train tracks right here start going down. So we'll go next. Yeah. So this, I don't know what it was originally, but for a while it was turned into like one of those like food hall-ish type places. Like they had a brick oven pizza, they had a couple other sort of food type things all in one area. But I believe originally it was something to do with the railroad, because as you can see right here on the corner as we walk up, so try not to get hit by anybody. As you can see, the railroad tracks are just right along, you know, basically coming out of the side of that building.
Hmm.
So yeah, my rail fanning video that I did was just basically on top of that bridge. This bridge right here. You can kind of see that in the bridge. Yeah, Norman, I figured, hey, at least if I get hit, I've got it on video, right? All for the tube, all for the YouTube. Getting knocked out for the YouTube.
I guess I'll get going.
Awesome. Thanks for coming up, Nathan. It helped pass the time as I walked through the city, which is definitely appreciated.
Oh, sure thing.
Come join next time.
Sure thing. See ya.
See you later. He almost got hit by his match mail call. I don't quite know what that means, Bernard. But the other thing that I find kind of awesome about New York City is people plant gardens everywhere. So these are all, looks like these are sunflowers, if I'm not mistaken. But they're a part of this garden, and you can see the gardens right there, right there. And if we turn this way, so there's the railroad tracks. This is where Amtrak comes through, but obviously it's a little low down. So let's go up here real quick, and then maybe we'll walk back along Riverside. Maybe we'll catch a train as we walk back down Riverside. But yeah, here's Riverside Valley Community Garden. And it's usually open on like the weekends, and there's usually a bunch of people in there. And there's again, like I don't know what these. I don't really know what this structure is necessarily, but it's, you know, it's kind of this neat, all this neat stonework. I don't know why they made the stonework so interesting. All right, so we're going uphill. I don't know if it looks like we're going uphill, but we're definitely going uphill. Talk and walk. Rusty track. Yeah, the outside of the track tends to be rusty. The top and a little bit of the inside. Oh, did I just disconnect? I just saw a little message pop up real quick, but I couldn't catch what the message said. I'm actually curious how good this transmission is. You know, I mean, I don't, you know. Whew, that was tiring. Another big hill. So is no one posting comments, or did the stream crash and I'm just talking to myself again? It looks like I might be talking to myself. If you can hear me, raise your hand. Still says I have 45 people. I don't really know what's going on. Let's try and refresh, shall we? Just to see if that Got it. Show chat. All right, so is anybody still here? Oh. So that's the question. Did I lose everybody, or is anybody still here? I'm back. Am I back? Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I saw a message flash up on the screen. I guess it happened at a good time. So, Eric, I get that you're still here. The question is, am I still here? So there is a video. So I'm kind of curious how long I was talking and nobody was answering me. So I have a video from this exact location of the, I was fine until I refreshed. Oh, oops. Well, nobody was commenting, Roy. I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, so you can catch the Amtrak Empire Builder come through here right now. I think it comes through about once every I can't really see there. Comes through about once every hour or so. So we just saw it come through as it was coming out of the park. So I'm probably not going to wait for it. Yep, that's what I see too, are tracks and a fence. So if you look up here in this corner, you can see the cars going by. So that's the West Side Highway there. Here's the train tracks there. And then over here is Riverside Drive. So, yeah. So if you fell on the tracks, would anybody come and rescue you? Would anybody come and rescue me? Probably not. They would probably say, you're an idiot, climb over the fence and get yourself out. If a small kid fell, they might do it. But yeah, this is, I can't see, but it's a nice little park area. So we'll walk back, I guess, down Riverside a little bit, because it's about 2:50 here, and I need to go get the dog. Oh, I missed the super chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. James, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I apologize that I missed that. Beg for some water. I'm okay right now in the water. I'm not too bad with the water. We'll flip it around for a second. You guys can see I'm not as much of a sweater as some other people are. I don't know why. It's just sort of the way it is. Was trying to see if that busted through. It apparently busted through. I was just out to lunch and completely missed it. So yeah, probably would have been smart to bring my wallet. Water will slow you down at times. That's very true. But it's, if I kept like sipping it, that would probably be a good thing. The other day, I walked up from like 72nd Street and I was chugging water. And I drank so much water that I like made myself sick. And it wasn't good. So this gate right here is kind of cool too. That gate. Sorry, James. I much appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't see any new comments coming in, so I thought that I had lost the connection. This is Riverbank Park. One entrance to Riverbank Park. They got a swimming pool, a couple other things there as well. So we were just down there. Let's flip the camera around. Nope. Video settings. Back camera. There we go. So we were just down there. And now we're up here. I guess it's funny the way that works, right? Lynn says, nope, still here. Yeah. So we're going to keep walking. We're walking. We're walking. Anyone want to come join so I'm not talking to myself? I mean, you can say no, but you know. Nope, still here. So should I stay up on Riverside and possibly look down on the railroad tracks? Or should I make my way over to the water and we could walk back along the water? Which, wondering what would be more interesting. You tried to get on so you could go outside, but it didn't work. I do 3-5 gallons a day with electrolytes, like a boiler needs water, me too. Little doggy. Hi, little doggy. Oh, yeah, I know. I hear you. I know. Little long-haired chihuahua, I would guess. Okay, so Roy's saying the water. And from what I've seen, that's the only vote so far. So if nobody else votes, it looks like I'm heading to the water. Which actually means I may be in the wrong place to get to the water. Let's see if I can walk down. Oh, I can walk down these stairs. I'm home, not enough service. Yeah, that happens. Okay, so we're walking down more stairs. You guys Roy wanted the water, so we're walking down the stairs just for Roy. Water and tracks. I don't know if we'll be able to see the tracks. There's one spot you can see the tracks from the water, and then they go under the tunnel. So I can stop there for a second. You can see the tracks right here too. I didn't realize this would actually be a pretty decent rail fanning spot as well. From up here. Yeah, so the Empire Builder, and I can't see the chat right now because of the glare on the screen, but the Empire Builder would go right across on those tracks right there, and you can see the really cool arch to the left. So the stairs I just walked down, if I didn't walk down the stairs, I would have ended up on top of that arch. But now we're going to keep walking down. Down, 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 down. Oh, I do realize I have my phone. So in case of emergency, I could use Apple Pay. But to use Apple Pay, I would have to get off the stream. So that might be a problem. I'm just kidding. If it was an emergency, I'd get off the stream and use Apple Pay. So Manny asks, what river? This is the Hudson River, as opposed to the East River. And the East River is not a river. The East River is an estuary. And you get extra bonus points if you know the difference between a river and an estuary. Got some water. Yeah, we're all going to get some water in a second. Ooh, maybe it's hot. Oh, actually, there's a water fountain I'm going to pass in a second. Maybe I'll drink some of that New York City tap water that comes from the Croton Reservoir upstate. It's quite beautiful weather. I wasn't sure if this guy was going to stop. Luckily he did. Yikes, he's moving. Yes. Yes, Mike, I am moving. I've got about a 45-minute walk back home, which will put me at about 3:45, and then I'll run in and I'll get some water, and then I will go back out and go to the vet and pick up the dog, who should be ready to come home after her surgery. This is some sort of, I think, water filtration, maybe? I don't know what it is. I'm just making stuff up. Actually, this is a gas pipeline. It's a natural gas pipeline. Very different from water filtration. Oh, boy, I could have been more wrong, couldn't I? No drugs, alcohol, weapons, and no cameras either. So yeah, Manhattan M&R natural gas. So don't take any pictures of it. So Hudson River, and the sun's behind me right now, so I'm not able to see the screen really well. So if someone wanted to come up here and join me so they can read the comments, that would be awesome. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But it would help. Can I see? What can I do to see? Yeah, I can't really see what's going on. So this seems to be a float bridge to nowhere. Don't quite understand what's going on with that one. That's, you know, I guess that's what happens with float bridges sometimes. Let's see if I turn around, just like I read. Estuary is where a river meets the sea. Yeah, so and the east estuary / river actually goes in the opposite direction, or actually switches directions. Sometimes it flows into the sea, into the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. Sometimes it flows north. I don't really understand how that happens, but that's what it does. Cyclists must dismount. Maybe one of these walks I'll do on my bike. I guess it's not a walk if it's on my bike. It's kind of a walk. I was just checking my pockets for my iPhone and I couldn't find it. And then I realized why. You ever do that? Like you have your glasses on and you can't. Roy says, depends on the tide. I guess that makes sense. If the tide's high or low. So I'm going to attempt to drink out of the water fountain. Ah, nice. So it looks like that boat over there, I think that boat is a restaurant. I think. Chris Mitchell says something that I can't see because the sun's behind me. This is a relatively new park. What they've been doing a lot is they take and they update the piers. So you have kind of the shoreline. The shoreline's over here, and then they build these piers, which is pretty awesome. Hey, Daniel Banks, I can't see what you're saying, but I can see that you've joined. I guess I need to wear sunglasses. I don't know what I need to do to be able to see this. I'm like holding it right up to my face and I still can't see it. Yeah, so you can see the train bridge right here in front of Riverside Drive. In front of these are New Columbia buildings. And this building right here is Riverside Church that was right next to Grant's tomb. Oh, I thought I was on the walkway to get out to that boat, but apparently I'm on the wrong path. Because that path ain't getting me where I'm trying to go. Boy, this was much easier walking north when I could actually see the see the screen. Maybe if I like, I can't even find an orientation now when I can see the screen. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be here walking. Yeah, the Hudson River. I love just walking down to the Hudson River at a sunset, because the sunset, that's New Jersey. Over here is New Jersey. So when the sun sets, it's just really beautiful. Just looks so beautiful over the water. And this is, close enough to where I live that, you can just walk over here in not too much time. Let's see it. It's weird. I can see people's names, like they're still commenting. Like I saw Daniel Banks show up, and now I see Lynn, Norman Rose saying New Jersey. I can see that now because I'm under the tree. So what we're gonna do, because Roy asked, and maybe Roy's still here, is we're gonna go up this path here, which then theoretically we should be able to see into the end of the tunnel, into the end of the Freedom Tunnel. And then we'll take a long walk along the water, back to Riverside Park. So we are, let's see, where are we? Oh, we're not even on that map. We're on this map. So we are right here. And we are gonna go right here. No, not right there. We're gonna go right here. Yeah, basically right here. So we're here and we're going to there. Looks pretty close on the map. I think Heath has worked. Oh. It says, I think Heath has walked farther today than I have this year. So this is called the Cherry Walk. The reason it's called the Cherry Walk is the cherry blossom trees. They were gifted to New York by the Japanese way back when. And there's a bunch at like the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. There's a bunch at Sakura Park. And there's also a bunch along this path. And my iPhone just said that it's going to die. So I'm going to plug in a power cord so that hopefully the iPhone doesn't die. Because that would be hard to do a stream if the iPhone wasn't working. All right, we're plugged in. Well, folks, I gotta go. A big hole, bury a horse. Catch you all later. I think I read maybe one of those words correctly. But Bernard, thanks for coming. Hope you got to see a little bit of the city. I don't know if people have noticed too. Look at the decorative artwork on this walkway here as we walk by. I was wondering if you had enough power. Oh, I do now. I've got a power brick that I brought with me just for this purpose, charged up at 100%, so it should work. It's good to know though about how much time I have on this, because I should say on the iPhone streaming, because I really didn't know how much time I have. And I hope this is using my unlimited data, but I honestly don't really know. Seagulls. Yeah, I guess they are all seagulls, aren't they? I didn't realize they were all kind of the same. But I guess they are kind of all the same. They're all seagulls. There seems to be a bird theme. So, That's not going to work. Sorry about that bumpiness. So you can kind of see maybe the railroad signals. And then off in the distance, right about here-ish, that's where the tunnel is, where the train, oh, sorry, I keep doing that. I'll need to get a little holder for this battery pack. So that's where the train goes into the tunnel that we were walking on top of way back when. So we'll keep walking down, but you can kind of see that, you know, that's the tunnel. That's the Freedom Tunnel. That's where the mole people live. It's now an Amtrak tunnel. I don't know the whole history of it, but I'm guessing it was built during the Pennsylvania Railroad times. But I don't know. Although I guess actually it was probably built during the New York Central Railroad, right? Because that substation number 11 said it was the New York Central Railroad. So that probably, that's probably what that is too, is the tracks were probably from the New York Central Railroad. I mean, I keep dropping the, not like dropping to the ground, but just lowering it down because it's hard to hold the battery pack. I didn't plan for a way to, I didn't grab a long enough cord. So that was New York, Tim says that was New York City, yeah, or New York Central, yeah. Okay, so those tracks in the Freedom Tunnel then would have been New York Central, but we can start to kind of see some of the graffiti as we walk by. And in the background right there, that's Riverside Church. Riverside Church is the tallest building on Riverside Drive. Hang it around my neck. I don't have any way to hang it around my neck, and I'm not wearing a shirt with a pocket. So, yeah, well, I'll plan a little better next time is what's going to happen. I will get a longer cable. Well, I'll get a longer cable, or I'll find a better way to hold these. All right, so I guess this is probably the closest we can get to the tunnel entrance. And I think we can kind of make it out through all the cars. The bikes are actually scarier than the cars. People bike around here like nobody else exists, and they'll run you down. But yeah, here's the this way. The river is right over there. Robert says, where are you crossing over? I'll cross over at 96th Street. So I got onto this path at 125, and I will basically get off of it at 96th Street. And I'm on the Upper West Side, or I live on the Upper West Side. So getting off at 96th Street will work out pretty well. How loud are the cars in the background? Are they? Because I'm wearing my my AirPod things, and I'm curious how loud all the cars are. Oh, and when I say I'm crossing over at 96th Street, I don't actually cross like over. I'm actually going to go under the traffic. There's a a tunnel that you go down under, so you don't actually run across this. That would be crazy. And I know I'm a little crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Lauren Hurwitz says, I'm on. Robert says, got it. Yeah, they tried to make access as often as possible to the park. It just sort of happened that this stretch is pretty long without access. Once you get below 96th Street, there's definitely a lot more access, but it's not bad here, you know. It's pretty good. I'm actually kind of wondering if I got any power left on my headphones. I feel like at some point those are gonna give out. Man, getting lots of MLB traffic here. Tracks. Oh, that's cool. I thought you were at home, Tim. Are you rail side or are you at home? Or is that the same thing in your case? Because like I said, that could be the same thing in some people's cases. So 3:15. Oh, I should get back just in time to go get the dog. I kind of love all this. There's some like driftwood and just all the rocks and everything. Oh, there we go. You're messing it up. Do they fish anywhere along here? There are people that fish. We may see somebody fishing. Most people that fish do it either farther up north or down south more. There aren't as many people fishing here just because it's harder to get close enough to the water to cast the line. I'm hearing you and heard you all the time. Okay. I know one thing. I can never keep up with Heath. What do you say? I know one thing. I never keep up with Heath. I made 3 trips to the restroom since it started. Should I try and steal the food from this goose, or do you think he would? Is it a duck or a goose? I guess it is a duck, isn't it? Yeah. It's our friend, Mr. Duck. Hello, Duck. Let's get out of here before I get attacked by the duck, because I don't know if a duck's attack, but I've definitely been chased down by geese. Oh, Roy says it's a goose. I thought it was a goose also. But then I think I'm thinking of a swan. A swan is the one with the long neck, right? Ah, Tim, I didn't realize you were just a block from the tracks. I knew you went to the tracks a lot. I didn't realize just how close you were. Norman says, hi, Daffy. Is somebody named Daffy? Oh, Daffy the duck. I get it. Although if Roy says it's a goose, it's not Daffy. I don't know what those. Tim says those are Canadian geese. I want to know where are the New York geese. If those are the Canadian geese, where are the New York ones? You can get those from mini. Yes, you can. I could get them from Mini Prints, or I could just go grab one of those and bring it home. Heard of businesses that use geese as watchdogs. They can be very vicious. Yeah, especially if they've laid eggs or something like that. They can definitely be very vicious if they're protecting their young. Yeah, hopefully next time I do this, it won't be so overcast, because it's actually this is usually a very pretty view. But it's not as pretty right now with all the, it's not as pretty right now with the overcast skies. Although I'm glad it's overcast, or I would be sweating my butt off right now. My left shoe, like sometimes the heel rubs a little bit. My left shoe is like rubbing a little bit or something, and it's like bothering me. But I don't know why it is. Looks like I got a little, I got a little rubbing going on. I'll have to put a Band-Aid on that when I get home. Unless it gets exceptionally cold, then they will go further south. But it's not cold in Canada right now. Aren't they up in Canada? Blister. Yeah, it's not quite a full-on blister yet, or at least it didn't look like a blister. So that's at least good news. But this walking stuff's tougher than you think. Whew. I'll probably do this type of a stream again on Friday. I'm not exactly sure where I'll go for this stream on Friday, but I'll try and maybe we'll walk south and we'll go to like Hudson Yards. Yeah, we can walk south. We can go to the 69th Street Transfer Bridge, and we can go to probably go down to Hudson Yards, and I'll try and remember to bring my my Metro card so I can take the train back up. But I think you can still see the Hudson Yards, even though they built Hudson Yards over Hudson Yards. I think you can still see some of the trains depending on where you go. Norman, he has a large supply of bubble wrap. Lynn, I actually got rid of all that bubble wrap because before you sent me all that bubble wrap, I actually had a bunch of bubble wrap. So I don't know if you were here early on, right about, where is it? Right about here-ish, in the center there. Maybe if I do it like this, it'll be better. Right about here. You can see there's a little ledge overhang. And if you were here in the beginning, you'll remember there was a point where I showed the West Side Highway in the beginning of the stream. I was standing basically up there when I pointed out the West Side Highway. So just to give you an idea of where I was, making a full circle, as they say. So, no cheating by taking a baby train, walk there and walk back. We'll see. I feel like it's kind of far. I mean, 30. I mean, I have no sense of how far I've walked now. I guess, let's see, actually, if I look at my watch, looks like I've walked 11,471 steps. But I don't know if I walk down to 34th Street, how many steps that would be. But I think that's a farther walk than I did today. Today I went from about, let's say, 110th Street to 134th Street. So how many blocks is 110 to 134? And then to go to 34th Street, I'd be going from about 100 or maybe 96th Street down to 34th Street. So 96 minus 34 is more than 134 minus 110. Walk. He was going to wrap the TV with it, then found out the delivery and gave me all the bubble wrap. Lynn, I wouldn't have minded a TV either. Nah, I'm just kidding. I was looking at TVs the other day because I thought it'd be nice to have a TV in the studio just to have, I could play YouTube videos or stuff in the background. But they're just they're just so expensive, TVs are. I don't know why TVs are so expensive, but they really are. Roy, I gotta say, like the water's a nice peaceful walk. Like it's definitely a nice walk. but there's not as much to see from a train perspective. So I think Heath is getting delirious from a lack of water. How about taking a walk to my hotel next time? Yeah, Ken, if I was going to go to your hotel, what I would probably do would be ride my bike. Or, I mean, I could walk there one way and then take the subway back. But yeah, I'd probably take the subway up and then walk back is what I'd probably do. It's not a bad walk going down. I don't like the walk up as much. Yeah, I might be getting a little delirious. I'm just trying not to roll my ankle. You got a bunch. I missed Roy's comment. It's hard to read and talk, especially depending on where the sun's shining. Which I guess you don't realize the problems you're going to encounter until you're actually kind of doing this kind of thing. So I have seen people run across the street right here because there's actually some like ball fields and stuff over there, and the people didn't want to walk around, so they ran across the street, which I'm sorry, but that's kind of just crazy. That's just crazy. I've been using an LX113 inch. I've had for about 10 years. In the garage for $5. And that's what I'm gonna do. Probably is I've got a really old, probably about 10 years old, 27-inch monitor from back in the day. It's like DVI only and that kind of thing. But I can hook it up to an old computer. You use that as the TV, as the quote unquote TV. So I would cross that at least once. Daniel Banks. Daniel, no, you wouldn't. There's always traffic, and it just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing. So it's a tough road to cross. You really do have to like run, commit to it and like run. And if you show up short, or if you come up short, you're basically just getting hit by a car. So I don't know if that's how you want to roll, but so does anyone want to go on Google Maps and figure out how far I walked? I'm just kidding. I'll know when I get home. I can this watch that I'm wearing. I don't know how well it's going to work because I've been holding the camera a lot, but the watch that I'm wearing technically tracks. Technically tracks all of the all my footsteps, and it'll track how far I've walked. So I might be able to figure out approximately how far I've walked. Lynn was following on maps. He should know. Oh, was he really? On iPhones, you can actually share your location with people so that they can like watch you, watch you walk. It would be kind of cool if there was a way to share my location with some kind of like program that could then like put up, the little map in the corner. Of course, knowing me, I'd get like mugged or something like that. But it's hereditary. I just looked for my phone too. Lauren, I don't think you're live because I made that comment about 20 minutes ago. So make sure you click the live button. But yeah, I did reach for my phone 20 minutes ago and couldn't find it. And then I realized it's because I'm looking at it. Do you feel healthier yet, Keith? No. My left leg actually hurts. It feels like it's cramping up a little bit. And I still have to go home and then walk to go get the dog, which is like a 10-15 minute walk. My hand hurts from holding this this rig. No, I don't quite feel healthier yet. I'm still waiting for it to kick in. Lynn says he turned off Google Maps. He's getting tired from, all the distance he was walking. Norman says that's because you need water. Yeah, probably. It was probably a really dumb move not to bring some water with me. I don't know what I was thinking when that kind of happened. When I get home, there's a banana waiting for me, and there's plenty of water waiting for me. I'm not too far. I mean, I can see my apartment building from here. I can't get to my apartment building from here, but I can see my apartment building from here. Lynn, yes, I'm using that camera stabilizer. Can you tell? Could you not tell? I hope this is a little more stable than it would be if I was just holding the phone. I really enjoyed. Look, plenty of water next to it. Daniel says I really enjoyed the virtual walk. Daniel, have you been walking with me? Yeah, I don't. I know that they cleaned up the river recently, but I don't know that it's clean enough to drink. Roy says I can tell you're using the gimbal. Does the gimbal help? Does it make the video kind of watchable? Is it? Let's try. Here goes. iPhone. And check. Can you hear me now? Hopefully. Oh, and now the video is not showing for whatever reason. Video settings. Back camera. There we go. Oh, why does the camera keep cutting out now? Video. Oh, video's fine for me. Okay, so maybe it's just not showing. It looks like it's not showing me the video. So what happens, if anyone's curious, because I didn't realize this was gonna be what happened, but my girlfriend called, so I got the little pop-up that my girlfriend was calling, and when that happened, basically it shuts down, or it moves this into the background. So I can't, for whatever reason now, I can't see the image. The picture isn't there. In Manhattan, is Manhattan the other side of the river? So this is Manhattan, and that over there is New Jersey. So I am the path. This path that I'm walking on is in Manhattan. So yeah. So I'm in Manhattan right now. So it says West 95th Street exits in half a mile. I I don't know if it's really half a mile that I have to walk though, because I think where I cut under is actually a little bit before 96th Street, so that's good. Yes, Norman, I live in Manhattan. I live on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and I love living in the city. I mean, you know, if you go back and look at the walk I just showed you, it's, you know, lots of green and lots of good stuff. So I definitely enjoy it. I didn't know that people lived in Manhattan. Yes. There are a lot of people who live in Manhattan. I believe there are more people that, I don't know if this is true. I was going to say, I think there are more people that live in like the Bronx and Queens and Brooklyn than in Manhattan, but I don't know if that's true. So New York City, so Tim's saying about 3 million. Ken N says silence. Does that mean my mic's not working again? We're contemplating a Sleepy Hollow visit. Sleepy Hollow's pretty awesome. I did a nighttime photography thing at Sleepy Hollow, and you can see the glow of New York City in the distance from Sleepy Hollow. So New York City actually encompasses all 5 boroughs. So like when you say New York City, or if you talk about paying New York City taxes, you're talking about Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. So all 5 boroughs are technically called New York City. But when a lot of tourists talk about New York City, they're talking about actually the island of Manhattan. And Manhattan is an island. To get on or off the island, you have to cross a body of water. So, yeah. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? I don't know why, but my phone just shut off. I don't know why it would have done that. Oh, it's back. Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. How long have I been streaming for? I don't even know. What does it say? An hour and a half. So it seems like starting at about an hour and 25 minutes in, things start going haywire, especially when the girlfriend calls. Things start going haywire, but it does seem to like I don't know what's going on. I can't see my video at all. So I'm just sort of pointing the camera in a general direction and hoping. Tim, it's actually not very hot at all. It's actually pretty cool. There's a really nice breeze. And if I touch the phone, it's actually, the phone's actually not hot at all, but maybe it has something to do with temperature. So, yeah, so if you want to take a boat ride around the city, there's Circle Line Cruise, which is kind of cool. It's like it's technically a party boat, but during the day they do like regular old cruises, and then they do at night they do like parties, like party boat type stuff. So if you notice on my left, you can see the road is kind of going up. The reason the road's going up is because we're about to go under it. Yeah, and if so Friday, I think, unless it's raining or something, I'll walk south from here. And there's actually sailboats all along, parked, down along the Hudson River. There's a bunch of different boat basins where you can rent slips for your boat. So yeah, it's kind of feel. Oh, I missed what Tim said. I took a boat to the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. That was cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Those are big ferries too. They don't allow the cars on them anymore. They used to. So there's a big lower deck that's pretty much unused. But so this is, if you notice, there's a kind of a split fork in the road here. This is kind of where the upper greenway meets the lower greenway, kind of. So yeah, it's a Y. Yeah, technically, I guess technically it would be a Y. We're gonna go under. Tim, it's funny you say that. I don't think I have ever been to the Statue of Liberty. I've seen the Statue of Liberty. I have never, I don't think, been on the island where the Statue of Liberty is, which is, I think, kind of funny considering I've been in New York City since 1991. Actually, and also last week was the first time I was in. Last week was the first time I was on Governor's Island as well, which, you know, I guess kind of unusual. I think I've only been to like Staten Island once. So if you look at my Amtrak rail fanning, oh, why does it keep doing this? All right, so I think it's time. I need to wrap this up because it seems like every couple seconds the video or something cuts out. But I hope it's back now. I don't know if people can hear me talking or not. Yes, technically I'm a Pennsylvania immigrant, although I've been here since 1991. So I've been in New York longer than Tim has been in New York. But yeah, Linz is a few years ago, sailed out of New Jersey, spent a day near you, went out of the island and got lost in Times Square on Halloween. Yeah, that happens. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I do want to thank everybody. Thank all my channel sponsors. Thank all the people that you know, support the channel through memberships and whatnot. I'm about 5 minutes from home, so I'm gonna roll my little outro video and then walk home and get myself some water and then go get the dog from the vet. And the dog coming back from the vet after being on anesthesia, she's really funny because she can't figure out what's going on. But anyway, thank you all for joining me on the walk. I hope everyone gets out and does their own walk. If you want to join the health challenge, go to health.humancity.org. If you want to become a channel member, you can go to join.humancity.org. If you just want to see who supports the channel and the sponsors, check out this video.